Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is Delphine and today I wanted to talk with you about the bag charm trend. So it is a trend that has been starting already in 2023 and it seems like it's going strong for 2024. It's not really a new trend. Bag charms have always been there. A lot of brands have been doing famously bag charms. I mean, the ones from Hermes are very famous, but there's some from Fendi. I remember years ago they were also very trendy, and I think Karl Lagerfeld was doing a lot of them. Um, so you have a lot of bag charms, but it's a trend that comes and goes. And recently it came back, especially last year, started after the passing of Jane Birkin. So Jane Birkin was kind of a style icon. She gave her name to the Birkin, the famous Birkin bag from Hermes. And she was very chic, very elegant, and she was also very famous. So a lot of pictures emerged of the way she used to carry her Birkin bag. And she used to carry it like very full, a bit destroyed, and with a lot of charms and things hanging from it, which kind of started that trend again. And the way she's doing it in particular has, I don't know, something like really elegant and chic, in a way that's very specific. I don't know if you've seen the pictures. You might know what I mean. And I thought about sharing now with you and talking with you about like 4 simple and very easy ways to make it chic like her. And it's also affordable. Everybody can do it. And of course, this is not the only way to do these trends. There's a trillion ways. Do it the way that suits you and fits you. But if you like this and you want to give it this little bit chic, a bit Jane Birkin spin, then here are 4 tips. So my first tip is accumulating. Like, don't just go for 1 or 2 little hanging thing there. The more the better. I mean, if you saw the picture, it's really, there's a lot of things there. So really just grab everything and you can hang it on your bag and play with the accumulation. You can try, of course, to have the thing matching with each other, but that's also not the essential here. It's nice also to have a bit, through this accumulation, a bit of not really a chaos, but a bit of a mix of things. A second thing is, I would say this might be a bit controversial. It's rather also my opinion, I think, and from what I've seen, generally, if you want to make it also very chic, especially if your bag on which you are putting the charm is already an expensive bag, then don't go for branded expensive charms. I don't know exactly how to explain this, but rather, if you have already a very expensive bag, you don't need to add expensive charms on top. It's like too much, It's just okay. It's fine. We get it. I would say the exception though is if the charm is maybe from Hermes or something like that. So it will typically be an expensive charm, also very recognizable. But if it has some kind of story behind it, then I would say that's kind of different. If it's, I don't know since when Hermes is doing that charm, but let's fantasize a bit here and say you got it from your grandparents, it's a heirloom, or it has a really special meaning, it was a gift for special occasions and so on. And you can see that it has had a life, it's not like super pristine and perfect condition, but it has lived and it has something behind. Then I would say, okay, I mean, of course, go for it. And again, ultimately, if you want to have a lot of very expensive charms on your bag, you do you. I mean, definitely. But here it's tips to really make it like Jane Birkin chic style version. And going along this line of avoiding branded or expensive charms, what I was saying, with the exception if it has the memory, is I think what can make it also very chic is, this is my third tip, is to pick charms which have a signification, which represent something for you. They come from a travel, they come from a trip here or there, or you went to this great, I don't know, exhibition, thing, whatever, and you pick a charm there. Or you had a party, a birthday party, or they're a special gift from a special friend, or their memory from you went with your friend to do something a bit silly and you picked something and it has a special meaning to you. And that's my third tip. And it goes also very closely with my fourth tip, which is everything can be a bag charm. You don't need to buy specifically things which are specifically marketed to be bag charms. And if you look at Jane Birkin, she also had scarves, pieces of fabrics, kind of everything hanging from there. And in principle, you could also have a keychain, a key ring, something like that, and you could hang that. The one thing I would say though, especially if you have an expensive bag or if you have a bag which is a bit fragile, everything can be a bag charm, but you have to be careful. Like, don't hang directly on it things that could damage the leather or things like that. Of course, you could look, for example, for some hooks. You know, you can buy these little bags hooks. I don't know, you know, they have this little clapping mechanism, and then you could hang the things on that hook, you know, and then hook that on your bag so that you don't, especially if you have a key ring or a keychain, not to have this little key ring things scratching your leather. I don't know if you see what I mean. But yeah, take care of your bag, of course. But yeah, essentially that was my fourth tip. And I think this mix of everything, so you have an accumulation of bags and charms which have a specific memory, a specific meaning for you, which represent your travel, which represent your life experiences, and then can be anything. So this accumulation of objects, trinkets, memory things, which don't have to be branded, don't have to be expensive, and that's on your bag. And I think this is what truly makes it chic, because this is what makes it personalized. This is what makes it yours. This is what show you actually an aspect of you and your life, which is nice, which is cool. And I think this is the thing. And you can see it also further in Jane Birkin. Take it even further in the way she carries her Birkin bag, which is also full of things, so full of the things she carries around her life. You see the bag has been worn, you see the bag has been living, has been carried around, and so on. And this is this whole aspect that makes it chic. Now, you might not want to get this super used aspect on your Birkin, because you might want to keep it in a good condition for using it a very long time. We're not all Jane Birkin, so we might not all have her access to the Birkin bags. So when we have one, we might want to take good care of it. But then you can still do it a bit with the charms and so on. But I think you see what I mean. It's this whole aesthetic of living the object, showing that the objects are not just things that you will put in a museum and they stay pristine and they don't move, don't anything, but they're being used and loved and lived. And this is what makes it, I think, very chic. And yeah, I think that's it. It was rather short. I don't have much more to say. I don't know what are your thoughts also on it. Maybe you will have some additional tips you would like to add. Maybe also you want to share your bag charms, your stories, everything. Please feel free. I must admit, I'm not myself a big bag charm carrier. Also, seeing the Jane Birkin thing is really making me think to give it a go, maybe for the first time. It will be my first time actually doing it, but I really find it very chic the way she did it. So I'm really, really thinking about it. And yeah. And without further comment, I will wish you a lovely day wherever you are. If you want to see another video, I will put it here in case you have not seen it yet. And if you've enjoyed this one and you want to see more, you can of course subscribe to my channel and join us by clicking there. And then I will see you in the next video. Have a lovely day, guys. Bye.